Okay. Um, First of all, I just want to say that I'm thankful that I had the chance to make the videos I made because it makes me more solid in regard of the things they do to me. Because the things they try to do is to try to make you be fearful of the manipulations that you're experiencing. Their job is to make you identify with the things that you have clearly understood that they manipulate you to experience. And with me, is like noise campaign to try to create false fear or false identification. They want you to identify with what's happening to you. So with me lately, now it's not like before where they used to do this thing and be like, oh my god, they saw this. Like now it's just like trash. And they realize that this guy is not going with this. He's not identifying. He knows. He's validating. He has no doubt. And he understands that their job is to try to convince somebody who is forced to experience things in these nasty ways that this is happening naturally and he should identify. This is what this whole game is about. Is to try to get you to identify with these nasty manipulations. And they're trash. I've called them pedophiles in their faces. So if anything, what it does to me is more of anger, like just aggressive anger, but not fear. 2 seconds ago, they did this thing where I was trying to focus on something, and they kept trying to implant this disturbing manipulation of a manipulation actually. So it's just and I'll go into specifics. And I could feel them trying to implant these thoughts, and I'm like, I'm not identifying, but I'm trying to focus what I'm watching. And this person makes a loud noise campaign. Bam! When I said that, I felt nothing real in regard to fear. It just didn't do nothing. If anything, it kind of triggered an anger more than a fear. And I think they want you to identify. And so the thing is, now this point is, who you think I'm going to be? Like, what do you think is going to happen if you do these things? Do you think I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, you call me? Oh, you nasty bunch of pedos. Why do you think these thousands of videos I've made are the same? It's because by making those, it just makes me stronger in understanding and seeing these pedos for what they are, for this purpose, for what they are. And my thoughts are no longer mine. I've accepted, understood, and understand reality. I understand the reality is I have no control of what's happening to my brain because it's being manipulated by these governmental entities that are contracting this shit that lives around me. I know that what's happening to me is obviously involving governmental entities that are developing technology that can manipulate your thoughts in these disgusting ways. I understand it. I understand this is a program that is continuously improving by doing the things they're doing to me. I understand this trash doing these things to me. Their job is trying to break me down, making me acceptive of these things, which is not happening. I've made it clear, and these people who wants to live in this disturbing fantasy, this trash, this pedophiles the government uses. Sorry, I should. This is my emotion speaking and then manipulating that. These pedophiles contracting these low-life bottom feeders' job is to make me accept this. Now, when fear comes, it will not be fearful of what they just try to make me experience. This is actually anger, if anything. What they were doing is bringing up a memory of what they've done to me, which coincidentally, my camera did not work that day, and haven't worked that specific because in my cameras you put what do you call those little thing that's the memory things. I forgot. For some reason, it stopped working after I tried to capture that moment. It's so nasty. There's a next door neighbor, this older man, 60s or so. I've shown him around already. He's a low life trash. I was doing laundry early in the morning before I go somewhere. And of course, they try to bring their little babies because they know that this program is meant to break people down using pedophilia. And I remember this trash living next door. It's low life. I wish I would. I know I should have just like saved the specific video. I don't know why I didn't do that. Maybe it's still around, but I was so like looking forward to like film this. Well, it was filmed, but for some reason the camera, the card, my little card did not work. Maybe it's because they didn't want him to be seen in these ways, showing the obvious trash that I've been talking about. And so I'm in the elevator. He comes in, and this little kid's with her mother there, and I know what they're trying to do. And he's like, he looks at me, he's like, and they start playing with his kids. Like, and I look, and I'm like, I just want to show this trash. And I can see the little girl, and she's like saying hi like that, and of course they do the pedophilia type of torture. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna deal with it. But I have that on camera. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna show this bottom feeder, low life trash that work for pedophiles, and make a video about that. Come back here, it's not working for some reason, or at some point it stopped working. I was like, oh fuck, sorry, this is unfortunate. And right now what they're doing is going back to that moment, but now making me like adding even more nastiness on top of the pedophilia type of experience I was forced to react on, in not react but experience. Now that you're even adding layers, try to make her this kid that like this baby's butt. I'm talking about like a 4 or 5 year old, maybe 6 year old baby. Try to make me imagine this kid's butt and just try to create some sexual. It's just disgusting. Try to add some disturbingness, and it's so nasty. But that's the things they do. They can add layers on top of what you've experienced that was disturbing. They can add more disturbance, and so then try to make you feel guilty. I was like, I'm not. What, you think I'm gonna feel guilty for the things you do to me? I wish I could have filmed this. Well, sorry. I wish I could have had the thing working for me so I can show this video. This is why I ended up even getting a new camera. Because for some reason this thing didn't work. Maybe it's somewhere there. Maybe I'll look, but I don't think it's working. And this old man, this is a trash man that I've talked about before. But that's what they do. If this baby specifically is not the one, these other babies I've shown. Right? And as I'm saying that, they play with my genitals, and I can hear the trash making the noise campaign, which doesn't do anything to me. Because I know what they do. That's how strong I mean in regard knowing what they do. These people are pedophiles that are forcing me and many others to think about children in sexual ways. And those are babies now. And then they're like, no, we mapped it to you when you were a kid. Now you're making me think this way. As always, this is the things you do. Your trash house work for pedophiles. That's why I have cameras. If you do that again, please understand, I'll be so happy to show the trash you are. I don't know what happened to my memory stick thing, but I was looking forward to show this video. Because the things is, they want you to identify with these manipulations. That's why they make these noise campaigns every time it happens to you. They want you to be like, you see, that's proof. But they do these things, and he's not even reacting. It's like because he fucking knows. And he's so confident in that. Now, whatever's going to happen to him, he's going to be listening to the pedophilia type of torture. But for these people, if anything, what it does to me is bring an anger. Like, it agitates me in a way that's aggressive, not fear. I feel like I want to do something to these people instead of being scared. That's the reality. And this is the things they do. Now, I think they've seen the developing of me become less and less and less descriptive because I've been validating continuously. They do the pedophilia type of torture. They make you perceive children in these nasty sexual ways. It's disgusting. Matter of fact, here's my camera. Look why I have cameras on. Why am I wearing camera? It's because when they do these things, I want them to be like, I'll take the risk. Look, they do this. But when you do these things where I'm supposed to be scared, if anything, it's just like nothing. I just imagine somebody who just timing it, can make him think like that, make him think like that. Bah! Nothing. Just a little bit of anger, but nothing in regard to fear. I've been validated. And this trash, as they try to be seen, I, it's just understanding. I know what you guys do. I rather scream in hell than do what you do. And this old trash, who knows when his time comes. I've been insulting him even before that moment. This shit, this human low-life shit, I've seen in the elevator quite as ever. Knowing that I'm never going to subscribe to these things. But these people enjoy these moments. And unfortunately, my camera didn't, well, this thing didn't work. I wish it did. I think at the time I tried to get something to make it work. Unfortunately, it did not. And now they can play with these memories, but they can do that all the time. It's nothing new. It's just disturbing things they do, these things. And they're like, no, they'll see. It's like, listen, at this point, I'm about 1,200 in my videos, saying the same shit 24/7 in every ways. So you think I'm going to be fearful? If today is the day, I can feel at peace. It's like, I say well, all I need to say, target individual. Let me just introduce myself again. I'm what you call a TI, a target individual. So what it means is I'm a human subject surrounded by perps contracted by these governmental entities. These perps are trash, human trash. Their job is to try to torment the targeted individual into accepting what we are experiencing, which some of us are dealing with V2K, synthetic telepathy. So in this case, is they manipulate our thoughts in these disturbing ways to torment us. And this trash next door to you, some of them are children, some of them are barely adults, some of them are adults, some of them are grown-ass men and women. And their job is to try to disturb you into accepting whatever's being manipulated. And they are truly losers. But in this case, it's like, what happens when you are a loser and you're in a program where there is nothing that somebody who's helpless is being used as a human subject. You feel special. This is what happened next to me. I hear this trash, these losers. This trash who sold their soul to pedophiles who want you to identify with these manipulations, which are very pedophilia-centric. I've talked about it a lot. And every time they stimulate me, they make noise campaign. They use these childlike people who say repetitive things to try to agitate me. Very childlike. Not real. I'm supposed to be agitated by that. Right? But please understand, when they're seen, sweating. I've seen this trash, like glasses sweating, start sweating like it's reality. And I'm thankful I had the chance to talk about it so much that even today when they bring up something, it's like, listen, this is what you guys do. But I understand that you guys become more and more scared of being seen by me. And now they're going to try to make me fearful, but tell me the horrible things I'm going to be experiencing. We're going to frame you and you're going to be raped. I was like, I'd rather get raped. But please, if you try to make yourself believe that I'm subscribing or identifying with this, you heard what this man did? What happened? Why did I have any fear? What? Why? Okay, keep trying again. I will cry because I'll be in pain, but don't ever think that I'll never let you leave your fantasy. I'll scream, I'll be in pain, but you can say, Roy Moore, you work for pedophiles and you do the pedophilia type of torture, and this trash who will be dying to have worked for pedos. So when we're in the elevator together, we can be quiet, but you understand, I see this shit for what it is. Death comes to all of us. These pedos, this lowlife, this trash, who want you, target individual, to identify with the disturbing manipulations, will continuously live a humiliating life. Try to agitate you. And finding it, this guy is not going with it. We made him think about this baby in this disgusting ways. Why is he not subscribing to it? Is it because maybe he's so validated that you can manipulate his thought in this disgusting pedophilia ways? And he sees this trash as the trash that they are. He understands this is everything but an actual governmental entity. No, he knows he's an actual governmental entity. Noise campaign, backers making noise, all the trash. In 2 seconds, I can bring up the reality. And I've said this so many times, they cannot escape. Sometimes I go somewhere else where there's somebody who tries to counter this all the time. She comes and interrupts these moments. Now I'm like, no, it's the pedophilia type of torture. You just manipulate my thoughts in these pedophilia ways. You're bringing up a manipulation of these nasty pedophilia things you've done to me, and you're adding some more layers to this nastiness. And they use these retards who really sound like retarded. They're like children. Not real. They're supposed to be like subscriptive to this. So am I going to be like, not real, I subscribe to this, or I'm going to be like, this the pedophilia type of torture? Yeah. And you know what they say to validate? Oh, now we're going to frame you. Exactly. Target individual, do not identify with this nastiness. They are meant to break you down. These pedos' job is to get you to identify with things that you should never identify with. These moments that they manipulate me to experience this way in real time and with the new layers to it is what they do, and this is what they continue to do. Unfortunately, I tried to record this trash, doing this trash with this baby. Didn't work out. I don't know if it's something they did to my camera or my memory thing, or something I dropped it or something caused it, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But I've seen him multiple times. I've made videos about this trash, call him the trash that he is, the pedo that he is, him and whatever family, glad that he's living this nasty life. Blessed him the way that needs to be blessed, and whatever blessing I get, I'm okay with this kind of blessing. Target individual, stay strong.